Hey guys, this nice guy Newman. Look into my log. It's a pretty quiet day over here, alone. Um, you could tell nobody's in here because they had to go to the DMV for for their car to change the license for the thing. So they said like they're gonna be gone for a while. I'm so kind of good with you because right now you can tell like right here like where I am right now. I'm having some problem with this feet right. Having some problem like when I'm walking or like a little bit a little bit. It starts getting sore very much like what I'm doing, but I am not doing real good right now. But I'm hoping I can gonna go to the doctor very soon, and hopefully I can tell them and say, hey, and they're gonna find out, see if they, oh, we need to find out like if how far he's could walk, if he can't walk, and then because right now this is sort of like pretty stupid, guys. I just got a letter from in the mail like say a couple days ago, and they said that they will not cover my medical insurance. The only they will say it will cover like say like I think B or A or something. I I don't know what's going on, but we are trying to work this out. Um, you could tell that we, my mom and him, they're they're trying to work this out, but because we don't like to be like a rush and a hurry, and I wanted to tell you what happened. They told my check for $138, and it wasn't my name, so they don't give shit. So I'm not gonna say nothing. So So it's just like a been long, crazy long day, crazy long day. Um, but it's been very hot day over here. Um, Last time we had like a lot of big storm. We just had like a big storm last day over here, and it was like raining so loud. And what happened is I was in the garage, and I was just like sitting right there, and then the big lightning hit so loud. I was jumped so the friggin' thing, and I was like, oh my god, wow, that was. But when we were living in Hammond, we never hit no rain, no thunder, no lightning. It was just stupid, very stupid. So it was just stupid. This is why we're here in Texas. We are here, and we're not going back to California anymore. Because, guys, I want to make this bill longer. I can. Um, I'll tell you why we're here. Because a couple of years ago, weeks ago, uh, I have a worker. It was like a woman, and her name was Colleen. She was trying to take my mom's job away because they wanted to do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that, and last time they were coming to my house and they're saying like, oh, you can't afford to live in your house, you can't afford your freaking bills, like you need to get the hell out of there. And I said, listen, you don't tell me what to do. It's my house. It's my house. So she's like, going off, and we wouldn't have the old Teresa come in my house, and she told her this. She said, "Hey, you don't tell him what to do. It's up to him, not you." And she's like, well, say so. They said that they told him they can't afford living here because he's spending like too much money, and he gets too much bills. Like he said, he gets cable, Verizon, cell phone, tablets. He don't need it, and his climate watches. He can't afford it. And so I started getting pissed off, and I told her, and I said, listen, okay, it's up to me. And when I took mom somewhere, like when I bought one movie for me and her, we went to we went to Temecula, and so we have a chance to talk in the car, and she said, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. And I'm like, duh. So come as the new year, like, she's like, are you standing? You know what I'm saying? Like, that I cannot, I have to live there because you don't want to be living the place. And she's like, oh, hell no, no, you're not. You're not staying there. You're, like, no, you're not going to that place. So we have fun. We went to see the good movie. I forgot the name was. It was a good movie. It was like a very early movie we went to see. So we did have fun. So it commenced, and then her Teresa went outside, and they have a chance to talk. And I found out here's what they said to me. They wanted her to give me money for to go to the grocery store. And here's what I told her. I said this. My security said no. And they said, like, okay, I will write that down. Well, I'll have a chance to talk to them about it. So here's what will happen is she gave her 3 hours to me to go to the food bank up in Temecula, and she said, here's what she said. She said she was told her. So here's what happened. When I have a worker, she talked to me and she said this. Oh, I wanted to tell you something, and she said they want your mother give you money about it. If they don't, I'm gonna have to still take you to the food bank, like 2 weeks. I'm like, are you kidding me? So it was starts getting worse, and when we were getting closer, and then Tony went to vacation. He left for like April. He left for like April, and he said he found a house for us, and it was pretty quick, like that. So they said like, okay, the house is theirs. So let's enjoy it. So I told myself like, thank God, I'm getting a hard time right now. I was like, please get me out of here. So she was like about it, and I told her, so when I was in the phone with Tony in the phone, and he said like, "Oh, the house is raid, blah blah blah." So we found out, and we left a little bit early last May. We left probably like May 25th, 24th. So we left. So we stayed. I stayed one night, hotel in Hammond, but it was a little safe back because I didn't open no doors, nothing. I just lock everything out down. So, and I'll tell you what happened is mom probably she was be nice, and she apologized. She gave me back food, and she did got me an In-N-Out burger, and then so it was real good. What happened is that I had nothing to drink for like we're getting ready to go to bed, so I had to buy some sodas. Soda's not good for good. So she was real nice. So and I woke up this morning and I slept pretty good and nothing happened. So I them and so I went with them and Cummins, and then Tony's son was so rude, so rude that he was like, oh, this and that, doing that. So when we finally the last day we finally left, and now we're we're here. So it's been a long story. So we're here, but right now my mom and Tony, they're having some problem. My mom is having some. I think she's having some problems right now, and she like when we finally got here, she was trying to rush me. I will tell you what happened when we finally got here. When we got things stowed in, we packed out the boxes, do the thing, and we finished packing all day long. So what happened is she was being rushed me very much all day. It was in the next day, and she said like, "You gotta eat through this rush. You gotta cut the grass. You gotta get the mail." I was so upset. I went in the room, smashed the door. I never come out the next morning. So she was like, so, but next day we talked a little bit. We talked a little bit, and she said, "Fine, I'll do, I'll do it." Don't. She said like, "Don't worry about it. I'll do it." It's like, "You want to just get the mail? Fine." And it was the next day. I woke up and I was not half awake. So Cummins, Mom come out here. And I'll tell you this. She come out here and she said this. Oh shit. Oh. So what happened is she come out here and she said, "You gotta cut the grass." She's like, "He's not gonna wait for you. You gotta do it." I was I was still mad. Oh man. So come as I was having a fit with Tony, and Tony said, "Don't worry about it. I did a little bit for you, okay? Don't worry about it." And I said, "You need to talk to her, okay?" Like, oh, it was just pretty bad. So I heard that she wants me to put me in an apartment and for about 58, and she was looking online and she said like, oh, the apartments are pretty expensive, and then they can't afford we can't afford it. So I don't know what she was up to, and then um, I wanted to tell you the what happened when I went to the movie fair. I talked to Tori. She don't know what's going on. She sits right there all the time, and she don't know what's going on. And I wanted to tell you what happened. She moved all my stuff around. She moved all my stuff all around, all day, all along. And she said like, I'm gonna get ready to be your cake hair, so they don't like to be rushed. So it's like, what do you want me to do? So I so so I there was one part, the TV in the corner. I get a hard time seeing my TV, and I can't see it like when I'm sitting there in the bed. So I told her like I need a chair. Like, so she gave me a chair, and then I was like, okay. So so I heard what's going on right now, and right now we're I wanted to tell you guys this video is going to be a little bit short pretty soon. Um, Wanted to tell you what's going on. We're having some problem like every day, like when we doing something and we can't do. I wanted to tell you this. I just found out I was on the phone with Chase, and guess what they said to me? They said that you have to have more money to cover your thing. So they're bringing me this bullshit stuff saying that this saying like, oh, you got charges for $16.23 with PC3. And that will be here tomorrow for my Netflix. Be here tomorrow. And she said that this. She said they're like, oh, I want to find out like what's going on in your thing. So here's what happened. She talked to me the next day, and she said she wants to. So they were saying that my iTunes and plus my VO charge and all this stuff, and this guy just starts pissing me off, and he said to this, he said like, it's like, oh, cause you went over your limit. I'm like, oh, like because you can't do that. I'm like, I was like, oh, like I was like, hold up, and I said, what you're saying? Are you saying I can't use my credit card to go to freaking movies? I was going to I just got like a gift card, and then now he said they're going to close the thing, then they're going to start freaking over again, and then they're telling me I had to call them to use it. And I'm like, well, here's what I'm going to tell them. I'm going to say this. I'm having some problem with a family right now. Okay, we cannot drive far because they're having some problems right now. And I'm gonna said no, you hold up, okay? I can't drive. We can't drive far away, like say food, restaurant, that stuff. So, so I'm gonna tell them about that. That's not right. So, it's just being a long story. So, alright, I'm gonna close my log. So, if you like this channel or not, make thumbs up to me. Hit the subscribe button. That'd be great for me. And we'll catch you next time. Have a good one, everyone.